Hey, so I thought I'd share something that I've been doing over the last month. Some of you might be following me on Instagram or on my Facebook story. I've been doing a Stairmaster challenge, so I've been working out how many floors I need to get to the top of Mount Everest. I only have 2 days left, so I got 200 floors to get through. I'm gonna stretch that out to Friday, just because I've been enjoying it a lot. But there's a lot I want to share when it comes to like pre and post the Everest challenge. There's a lot of little changes I did in my programming. There's lots of little things that I just want to put across to help people understand how the process is when it comes to losing weight and it comes to shaping up. Because there's lots of things that I wasn't fully expecting through this challenge, but happened anyway. But still cool being able to maintain my strength while having these little stat changes. So, got here pre-challenge and post-challenge. As you can see, pre-challenge 108 kilos, post-challenge 105.5, and I've been measuring that since Monday, so every day so far, and it's averaged out 105.5. So that's a 2.5 kilo drop for like a month. That's a short period of time for 2 kilos. So that's pretty out of it, and I wasn't fully expecting that to drop. I just wanted to do this for myself to just see where it is and then share it with everyone. So I got here my girth measurements. I didn't write the chest, arms, legs, and calves because when I compared them, they all stayed the same. The only changes were my waist, 109 to 106, and my hips, 115 to 114. So these are where the areas that I was expecting some kind of change from all of this. I wasn't expecting too much of this, but all good. I'll take the win. When it came to my food and my calories, I remained in maintenance. I kept it that way because A, I wanted to keep my strength. B, I wanted to have my energy high, and that's because I changed the way I was doing my training. So I was doing my training weight days like 5 to 6 days a week of doing weights, and that's working certain splits. I have 1 day of cardio and then 1 day of active rest, where I'm not doing much cardio and I'm not doing weights at all. I changed that to being strict 4 days of weights. So what I mean by strict is really pushing it, but I'd be strict on it's only going to be an hour and 5 minutes max. I wasn't going to exceed that because I've got to put into account that I'm going to be doing the Stairmaster 100 floors or 200 floors afterwards. So I was strict, an hour and 10 minutes max, and I'd really work hard. So the reps and the weight would be matching up perfectly. I'd be getting a sweat on, and I'd feel fatigued, and my muscles would feel it for the next day. It was great. So I'd strict 4 days, worked really hard. And then I had cardio twice a week. So I was going for a run or I was using a bike. And on top of those days, I'd have the Stairmaster challenge. So I'd finish off my session and do 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, get my floors, and that's how I've been working it lately, and it feels good because I've noticed as you can see, my weight's decreased. Overall girth stayed the same except for the waist and the hips. Strength stayed the same, so that was really important to me, so that's why I kept the calories in maintenance. I needed to maintain the energy to be able to do this, but I also wanted to keep the strength that I had because I'm pretty stoked with how fast I can run and how heavy I can lift, even though I could work on those areas a lot better. But during this challenge, I just didn't want to lose that strength at all, and being able to hold that while doing this and seeing these changes is pretty cool. So strength stayed the same. Biggest one for me, energy feels way higher. Like I was saying, I was working 5 to 6 days a week with weights, doing cardio 1 day a week. I was feeling lethargic and I was feeling quite fatigued after these days, after doing my PT with my clients and after doing my programming and after doing my training. The energy just felt awful. But having these days where I'm working out 4 days strict on weights, and then I'm doing my Stairmaster, then I've got my cardio 2 days, and then I've got my Stairmaster after that. I just felt so much better, and I feel so much better overall after all of this. My energy is just way higher than what it is, so I'm going to maintain my 4 days of weights. I'm just going to change the structure of it a little bit. As I've only got a couple of days left of the Stairmaster, I'm going to just finish it off on Friday, and then I'm going to start creating a new challenge for myself. Main thing being out of this, and what you can take out of this yourself, is you might be doing all the right things, you might be eating pretty well, but sometimes when your body adapts, and you know, like you got the newbie gains who always lose a lot of weight in the first 30 days, or gain like significant lean muscle tone on the first 30 days, and then you wonder why afterwards you're struggling, but you'll feel like you're working hard and you feel like you're eating right. What you need to do is like create extra activities that you're doing, like what I'm doing with the Stairmaster, or like adding in neat activities. So going for walks, going for low impact exercises, spending time with your kids, running around, kicking your ball around. Just those little extra activities you do is what's going to add up to push you to get better results. Because when you become well adapted in the gym, you think to work harder and you think to do more days, but it not necessarily needs to be that way. You want to work harder in a short time frame, but you also want to keep active in a way. So set yourself little challenges, keep strict on your programming, look at how many days you're spending doing weights, look at like if you're dilly-dallying around the gym, maybe you need to change that. Maybe you need to do what I did and just change from having a heavy week of weights to depowering it and working 4 days. You're going to see results. So yeah, sometimes going a lot lower impact and working harder in those days is going to push you over the line. So that's what you could take from this. But yeah, overall, pretty cool stat changes. But yeah, I'll keep everyone up to date on what challenges I'm going to do next. Friday, I'm going to hit Mount Everest and I'm going to celebrate. Cool.